Welcome to this call tonight. Tonight, Michael and I, Pat, are going to go through some interesting developments, and we have a brand new presentation for you. But before I get going, I think I'm going to let Michael kick it off with a bit of an intro to himself, to what Leo is in a very, very short thing, and like about 3 seconds, and get going, Michael.
Hello, everyone. This is Michael Hegman, and welcoming all of you to this webinar. And Patrick, he is the expert, of course, and I'm learning every time. So I will let him get on with his business because he is the best for this. Go on, Patrick.
I don't know if I'm the best, but thank you for that, Michael. It's a pleasure being here tonight. We've got some interesting stuff to go through. It's going to be a short presentation. We are not going to beat around the bush. We're going to get straight into it. I Can Get Rich is an acronym. You come to icangetrich.com. That's what this business is all about, teaching our members from around the world how they can become and create a recurring income. And they have to do it through a seasoned effort of continual improvement. Improve consistently and act now. Small, consistent changes of how you think to the things you do to create a recurring income in the business that we're in. So that's what we are starting off about, and we're working with a company called Leo. Let's get into that. I'll open up this PowerPoint presentation. Improve consistently, act now, and residual or recurring income can happen. So this is the way I usually like to start a presentation. If I could show you a way to make as much money as you want without becoming an expert, how interested would you be? Now, if you're on the call, there's a very good chance you are interested, just like I was interested the first time someone said something similar to this to me. This is a napkin presentation. It's simply 4 quadrants. I'm going to briefly outline them now, and then we're going to dive into each quadrant just a little bit deeper. What is the Leo plan? Generates fast cash flow, long-term growth. It helps you become financially and independently free, have time control. It's a wonderful investment in the way you think, the way you behave, and how you act. Now, who's behind Leo? Leo started in 2012. It's got about 170,000 members around the world in about 158 countries. Dan Anderson at the helm with 26 years in networking, both in the field and corporate side, and his running mate, Atif Kamran, 10 years in direct selling, and I'll get into that a little bit more. So what is the Leo product? Everyone asks me, what's the Leo product? We have money-making machines, and I'll explain those a little bit more. The entrepreneurial training skills that we sell, the different training that we have available, we're not going to get into too much detail, but it's what you need for success in any business, any platform, any time. They're key things we all need to learn. And of course, we have some technology products, and these products are devices, phones and tablets and really cool things. So everyone also asks, well, how much to get going? I'll get into that in a little bit. Let's get into this plan first, straight out of the bat. We get paid for performance. The way you make money in affiliates or networking or multi-level marketing, direct selling, any type of business like this, whether online or offline, you need to generate fast income. You need to get cash flow positive. In other words, be making more money than you've invested. That's cash flow positivity. 10% for a team building bonus. And what that means in simple terms is that you get paid 10% when you bring a new person to the team, and you build the team by a person, and that person buys products or services from Leo. You then get 10% of what he or she purchases. Very simple. It's instant. It doesn't wait a day or a week or a month. It's instant. goes into your back office. Then there's a network bonus, and you get up to 10% on your network. In a network bonus like this one, we have two teams. You build a left team and a right team, and the lesser team you get 10% off. We can go into that further in detail later time. You get matching bonuses from people you directly or indirectly bring to the organization. When they build a network bonus, you get a percentage of that, and it goes down up to 10 levels, 30% there. One of the interesting things, a cool thing, very, very cool, is you get reverse matching. And this is unusual in the business, where someone's brought you in, you get a percentage of their network bonus, and the person that brought them in there. So it actually goes upline, a little bit different. Weekly, that's paid out. Your direct bonuses are paid out instantly. There's no minimums to get going, and you do not need a monthly auto ship. If you're coming here from a nutritional company or another service product company, usually to you to be qualified to make money, you have to purchase products or services every month. In Leo, you need to purchase one packet. Starts off with 125 pounds. When you've purchased that, you are qualified to continue to do business throughout the year. Even if you don't buy any more products, you still have the qualification to build the business. A wonderful idea. Now, the interesting thing about this is, because a lot of people ask me about this, how does that help recurring income? Well, it's actually fantastic. When you buy, or when you have a customer buy a yearly rig, they pay up front for the yearly rig, £1,250. That's £1,250 they pay. That's 10 months of mining rigs, but they get 2 months for free. And they pay that to Leo straight up front, and they've got their whole, let's call it an auto ship for the year, they've paid up front. But instead of, like other companies, making it drag out and getting a few pounds every month, Leo pays you the entire recurring income for the year. They pay it up front, either on the first instant and then the first network payout, which could be on the very first Saturday of the business. So you're getting your recurring income, you're just getting it up front in one leap. You max out at £15,000. It's a little over $1 million, 1.3, 1.4 million, depending on the change, dollars each year. I'm sure a lot of you could handle that. And if you couldn't, you could always give it away to charity, right? So who are the people behind this business? Now, the founders, Dan and Atif, they really, and I've spoken to these guys, I've been in the same room, I've hung out with them, I've locked them in a car and driven hours with them. And these guys are transparent. They're very high on their integrity, professional, and they want a story that is going to be long. So let me tell you a little bit about Dan, my experience of Dan. He's the CEO and he's the president of Leo. He's absolutely passionate in the potential inside you, inside people. And the only thing that you need to do is find that key to unlock that latent potential. It's a belief I personally share, and I aspire to this as well. Now, Dan became a corporate leader from the field. He worked his way up from the field. He got into management and training consultancy to Fortune 500 companies. And some of his clients were huge, like Toyota and DHL, Philips, and digital equipment, banks and professional services, and some of the largest retailers in the UK. Now, this is an important aspect of when I'm looking for someone to be a leader in the company. They've got to have not just an MLM background, they need a business background. And this is what Dan brings to the party. He also believes that businesses succeed, and they do so because the owners have gone out of their way to acquire the scope of thinking and the skills required. And this is wonderful because the Leo associates, they're fortunate because they have access to these skills. They can learn all these skills. This is one of our products. Now, during his 14 years on the corporate side, he's also been with telecoms and Chinese companies as well. He's been responsible for 24 European countries and Israel, Canada and America. And with this global experience, it makes it perfect for him to operate a seamless global company. Now, before Dan got into Leo, he took an entrepreneurial startup from 300 distributors to 13 million accounts. And then in early 2012, his path became Leo. And that's how it started. Now, Atif, he's also the co-founder. He's the chief marketing officer. Also another person I've locked in the car and driven several hours with and picked his brains. Very clever chap. He's been working with Dan both in the field and in corporate for many years, and together I reckon they create an absolute dynamic team. He's fluent in 4 languages. He's got a wealth of international experience, including 10 years direct selling, and his passion lay with improving the community's members. That's us. That's people like you and me. And he's makes him perfect, the ideal choice for being responsible for field communications and recruitment and training and sales. That is the chief marketing officer's job. How about we take a little peek at what Dan and Atif have to say for themselves? I'm just going to give you a little bit of this cool video. Check this out.
I know that there is greatness inside of everyone. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. I've spent my whole career finding ways to unlock that potential inside of people. When I was a young man, I was always looking for adventures, and I guess I was looking for answers. And traveling is wonderful. It teaches you about the world, but more importantly, it teaches you about yourself. Now, I realized that I wanted a lot more out of life than I was going to get working for other people. At some point, you realize life is short. You either start working to make your own dreams come true, or you'll always be part of someone else's.
I moved to the UK when I was 25 years old. I knew nobody and wasn't aware of the culture and traditions. It was really tough, but I was determined. I have always believed that efforts are eventually rewarded. And that's why I gave it everything I had. Sometime I wondered if I was ever going to make it, but things changed for me when I met Dan Anderson. He became my mentor and inspiration. Dan gave me the belief and skills to make my life a success.
What I saw in Atif was someone with so much talent, so much drive. He's the hardest working human being I know. He cherishes his family above all else, and that is what motivates him.
Together we launched Leo to share our knowledge and create life-changing opportunities for everyone.
Our vision is to give anyone with that flicker of desire to succeed the opportunity and the method to become an entrepreneur, to regain control of their lives and start their own journeys towards success.
Hope you enjoyed that. Wonderful video. We have many more of those videos. What about Leo? What about the concept? The O stands for own, stands for ownership. And I usually say this: do you own absolutely everything you want to own? Is your cup full? Was it empty? Is it full? Is it half full? Is it a chance if you don't own exactly what you want to own, it's a possibility that you don't earn exactly what you need to own it? Does it make sense to you? So maybe you earn a little bit, maybe you don't earn enough, maybe it's full, but I guess if you don't own what you want, it's a good chance you might not earn what you need to own it. And the L of our name stands for learning. And just think of this: is it possible that you might need to learn a few ways to think, a few things to do, a few skills to earn that little bit more, to own what it is you own? That is, in essence, the Leo business concept: to learn, earn, and own. And tonight we're going to talk about the earning aspect of it. The learning aspect of it is the entrepreneurial training. Tonight we're going to talk about money making machines. That's what we're going to get into. That's Spike, by the way. That's me trying to draw freehand on a PowerPoint. It's a little bit tricky. What is a money making machine? That's what I thought too. The first time someone said that to me, crypto money, a money making machine, I was like confused. This is what they are. They're servers, they're computers. And in the modern era today, in actual reality, this is what they look like. These are the servers that you lease for a month or for an entire year, and they pump out authentic crypto money that can be bought and sold on a public exchange. It can be used to buy products and services currently for over 30,000 merchants around the world. It can be used for many different applications because it's built on a blockchain. It's built on crypto technology. It's pretty simple, really. It makes these things, Leo coins. Now, not all crypto money is made equal. It's just not. I'm not going to have a big discussion about that now. Go and visit www.cryptoismoney.com and watch the 4 videos, read the 3 papers. Only read the papers if you want to be absolutely sure. If you just want to gloss over it and you understand it and look into it, watch the videos. That's plenty enough. If you want to be really good, read the papers as well. Once you've done that, you will know. You will absolutely know the difference between a good crypto and a virtual coin that possibly may not be allowed to operate in every country in the world. That's what Spike wants. He wants a money-making machine. Me too, because I've got them. I love the idea of having it. How about you? Would you like to have a money-making machine? You don't have to have it on your own computer. You can, if you're an expert, you can go to leocoin.org. You can download the software. You can mine it for free. If you're not an expert, you can lease it from the company and coins just keep dropping into your e-wallet every month, every day. It's a wonderful notion. Okay, so how do you get started? It's really simple. Spend £125, get a monthly mining rig, spend £1,250 and get an entire year. You pay for 10 months, but you get 12 months mining rig. So the person who invited you to this webinar tonight, they've got a username, and their username is at their webpage, which is www.learnearnown.com/their username. So get back to them. Ask them what their username is. Ask them which is the best one. If you're not sure about that, remember to go to the other places, cryptoismoney.com, and also ask them about fastnotslow.com. That's for distributors particularly. It's a training methodology that we have. But right now, that's it. I'd like to tell you a lot more, and we do have further presentations that are deeper in every aspect of the 4 points that I've taken up. But this is our introduction for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. I'm signing off. Bye for now. Michael, how'd you like to close it out?
I want to thank you, Pat, for this really good presentation. It was inspiring and short. That I like, because you can't learn everything on the first time you see something. But as Pat say, go to the other pages and look them up, then you will know more. Thank you for tonight. Bye, friends.